This picture is entitled Christ Healing the Sick at Bethesda. This particular story is taken from the book of John, chapter 5. The pool of Bethesda was a place in Jerusalem where the water was said to have healing powers. So people believed that an angel would come down and trouble the waters, and that the first person to step into the pool after that would be healed of their infirmity. So on this particular day, there was a man who had been sick for 38 years of some kind of infirmity. We don't know what it was. And when Jesus saw him, he knew him, and he knew that this man had been sick for many years. He asked him, "Wilt thou be made whole?" The man was confused, and he told Jesus that he was waiting to be put into the pool until after the waters were troubled, but that other people kept getting in before him. And Jesus responded by saying, "Rise, take up thy bed, and walk." And immediately the man was healed. This event ties into Christ and the everlasting covenant in several important ways. First, it shows that Christ has power over the fall and over Satan. In this story, Christ heals a man who is broken as a consequence of this fallen world. As we learned at the beginning of the semester, Jesus is the snake crusher. He crushes Satan's head. His miracles show that he could overcome the effects of the fall, even illness. Secondly, it shows that Jesus was tying up the loose ends at the end of the Old Testament and inaugurating his kingdom. Through his selfless act, he was exemplifying the attributes of someone worthy of his kingdom, such as compassion and mercy. He was also inaugurating his kingdom by showing the people, and this man in particular, what life would be like in the eternities. It will be a place without sickness or sorrow. We will be healed, as this man was, from our infirmities. Just as Christ taught with parables to help his followers better understand his kingdom, he also used real-life examples, like miracles, to show his kingdom. Thirdly, it shows that through Jesus Christ, we can be made whole. Therefore, the everlasting covenant, or fullness of the gospel of Jesus Christ, provides the way for us to return to Christ's presence and be cleansed. His atonement can purify us, just as this man was purified. It also shows that Christ always keeps his end of the covenant, always keeps his promises. I chose this picture because it struck a chord in me. The thing that I love most about it is that this man is in darkness. He's under a blanket, and it made me think about all the times in my life that I have felt like forgotten or forsaken or just ignored, and times that I have hidden because of my sins or feeling unworthy, and so I haven't felt like praying. But I love that Christ lifts up the blanket and he illuminates this man. You can start to see his legs, and he lets light into this man's life. And I have seen Christ do that with me. I have seen him let light into my life when it feels like it's impossible. And I also love that Christ healed this man after 38 years of illness, which is a long time. And I think all of us, and I have felt this often, feel like my trials go on forever. Like there's no end in sight. But I know that Christ will heal my infirmities at the exact right moment when it will mean the most to me and the most to the people that I love. And I'm grateful for that knowledge. And I also love that Christ healed this man immediately instead of waiting. And when that healing comes, it will be an immediate healing. And so I say these things in Jesus Christ. Amen.